Hey everybody, this is Rob from Long Island Sounds, and we are now doing a podcast. On my right-hand guy, Ben. Ben, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Ben Stein. I'm president and founder of Ringlight Entertainment, a talent booking agency providing entertainment services as well. Super excited to be bringing this podcast to Long Island Sounds.
And what are we doing?
I think for the most part, we're going to try and we're going to interview musicians, comedians, live entertainers in general, maybe go to a few concerts on site to do some write-ups, and I think kind of focus on that if that sounds about right.
That'd be great. As a lot of people know that I do shoot here at the beautiful Bolton Center, all thanks to...
yes, our location for this evening.
And he's got a wonderful crew, great crew. They're always got top-notch hospitality. You're going to see a few photos of the theater as we do a little tour, and so you can see for yourself what a great theater this is. And right now we're actually in the VIP area, VIP lounge area, is that right?
Yeah, so they used to use this area pre-pandemic really for, like, the Jonas Brothers were here before they blew up. They would have a table here in the corner and they would sign photos and do like a VIP meet and greet that would not open to the public. But now this is more of a cocktail lounge that we're going for that vibe.
How does that work? Do you still do meet and greets and stuff like that up here and autograph signing?
Yes, I mean we do meet and greets. We have them up here for some artists that have been used to doing them up here that have performed here in the past. We also have, we call them informal meet and greets that are in the downstairs lobby where they're with their merchandise as well, just, telling, saying goodbye to the patrons on their way out and patrons saying what a great show. So there's kind of two forms of that.
Is there any particular genre or what really sells, or is it kind of like a hit and miss?
We've been finding things out as we go along. We didn't want to dip our toe, I don't think, into the tribute band category as much as we had, but we're seeing now that that's a really big trend, so we're bringing tribute bands in and great cover bands and a lot of great original acts too as well. But Edwin McCain performed here, we had Livingston Taylor perform here not too long ago, Bryan Adams, so it's a healthy mix of cover bands, also a little bit of comedy nights, and we do some other stuff like bingo on the side as well, but our main bread and butter, I would say, is definitely our Friday, Saturday night concerts.
In your bingo, that's a comedy show.
Yes, so that is a really fun it's an interactive bingo show with two friends of mine that are performers, Dorothy and Sophia from the Golden Girls, and we have bingo, and last week we had 188 people, I think, for bingo, and we gave out over $2,000 in prize money.
Wow.
So just an example of that. That's something cool that on the side that's not a concert, but it's still entertaining.
Is that scheduled on a monthly basis or bi-monthly, or is it just like whenever you want to, or when you have a calendar opening?
Yeah, so I'm fortunate enough, like I said, they are friends, so if I reach out and say we want to, do this date, that date, they'll come back and say we have this available or that available. Now, over the summertime, we're actually going to have them here in residency form. June 25th will be their first bingo, and they'll be performing every other week for 6 bingo nights.
Oh, okay.
Over the summer.
Gig.
Yes.
Oh, you also have Tim Reynolds coming up, which is the guitarist for Dave Matthews.
Yep, TR3. Yeah, that's going to be a really fun show. We're looking forward to. Yeah.
And what other original artists do you have coming up?
We have like JD Leonard coming up on April 11th. JD, he's a great homegrown artist that's been performing in the area for a long time. Has a great 12-piece band. Some of his originals. I got chills when I heard, I'm not even going to say what the cover of the song was, but I got chills. So that's one example of a really great, talented local artist.
That's when I saw him too. He played one of my, he does a tremendous Garth Brooks tribute. And I saw him over at another theater. He invited me out, and it just, one of the Garth Brooks songs, it tremendous artist.
Yeah.
And made me an instant fan. Been following him on YouTube, his original music. And that's what he's going to be doing here, is original music.
Yes, April 11th will be all his originals, and he's one of the nicest people that I've met. All of our artists for the most part have been very nice.
Yeah.
JD is especially, easy to work with, and these are the types of acts that we really want to capitalize on more.
Absolutely. So, Ben, how did you get into where you are right now as general manager?
It was a long path, an interesting one. So, I mean, I never really
They
saw
always
my. No, go ahead.
No, they always are long.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Long
never
path.
really. So, I have a family business that working in insurance that I would be the fourth generation if I decided to work there. But at the same time, so my grandmother was actually accepted into the Juilliard School when she was 12.
Wow, oh wow.
So that's kind of, I got the chance to see her in many Broadway musicals, listen to her practice for hours on end at home.
What
So
did she play?
oboe and English horn.
Oh wow.
She was one of the top oboe players in the world for a very
Yeah,
long time.
yeah.
She's all
About
across
12
the
years
world.
old, I would say so.
Yeah, and with wooden teeth. Yeah, she had fake teeth at the time too. That's crazy. But my great grandfather wouldn't let her go because she was so young.
Oh, yeah.
But that's kind of like what led me into this genre. Before this, I was at a regional Broadway theater, and now I'm here, doing live entertainment and concerts, and it's a whole different ballgame. But it's really a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have a similar background. I come from the Niagara Falls area where I was the entertainment manager, and so I know a lot of what the day-to-day responsibilities that Ben does, and booking contracts, writers, dealing with the artists on a day-to-day basis, making sure that they have the lighting plot, the sound checks are in order.
They got the
backline.
food they want.
Yeah, yeah, food.
It's simple, that kind of small stuff.
I have a story about food. I was somebody had mentioned the other day on social media about Frank Sinatra's writer, which kind of made me laugh. I'm not going to tell you the comedian, but she came into the casino, and we have every day we have like food and beverage meetings. Environmental building services, everything like that, where all the departments of the casino got together and we, are we set for this show? Are we set for that show? So in the writer for this particular comedian, she wanted diet caffeine-free Coke, and which is
Specific, but
it's very specific, but it's kind of like goes back to the brown M&Ms.
yeah.
And so about a half hour before she goes on stage, she says, "Where's my caffeine-free Diet Coke?" We have this other. I didn't ask for that. That's not in my rider. My rider, I have in my contract. I have this particular, and she refused to go on stage because it was not in her rider, or it was not on
Jeez.
her. It was on her rider. It was not on her.
Is that gold
in her
can?
green room. Yeah.
Right, yeah,
exactly.
the gold can of Coke. It's
So-
right, I remember that.
We had one of the other entertainment, the executive side of the entertainment management. She had to go to 3 different stores to actually find, within that half hour, caffeine-free Diet Coke. And it wasn't until like 5 minutes of 8, 5 after 8, she walked in with that, with the Coke. She didn't even want it.
Oh,
She didn't even want it.
Oh,
She just,
my God.
it's in my rider, and I don't have to go on stage until I get.
I would have dumped that all down the drain. I'm sorry, but
But yeah, that's the thing with that's how. I mean, I'm sure you got horror stories too. But
yeah, no, I mean, this is actually my first time as a general manager. Also, so I see the riders and hospitality and things like that, and yeah, there are some extensive riders. I guess is the best way to put it, and we try and trim it down a little bit to a reasonable amount. I think. So yeah, like I said, everybody has their horror stories. Yeah, we got celebrities coming too.
yes, we do. Well, we're not going to tell you who. We are in the process of lining some awesome acts, and Ben has got some excellent ideas on how we're going to showcase them.
Yeah, and if your business would like to become a sponsor for the Long Island Podcast, please feel free to reach out to us. We do have slots available as far as putting logos in the videos and things like that, or an interview. So please keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, like we said earlier too, there are a couple of the summers here are getting here, and we're going to be doing a lot of. There's a lot of like the Tanner.
Yes.
That's we're good. So very possible we'll be on location.
Big thank you to the Bolton Center for allowing us to
Yes.
film on location. Thank you very much, Bolton Center for the Performing Arts. Yeah, we have a bunch of great shows coming up too. Definitely visit our website, boltoncenter.org. Call the box office 631-969-1101. Otherwise, we hope to see you soon.
I'm gonna go and take a couple of photos to add to the podcast and make a little montages. So enjoy the video clips. So there you have it, folks. The fine theater of the Bolton Center. You do a great job. You have a
you very
beautiful
much.
venue. So what do we have coming up?
I mean, we have a lot to look forward to with this podcast. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna bring in local artists, and reach out to some national touring artists as well. So really, there's a lot of more episodes to look forward to with a lot of musicians that you may or may have not have seen, and really explore the live music industry around here and how it's doing all around. And yeah, here at the Bolton Center, and yeah, I would say that pretty much sums it up as far as really trying to cover all our bases. We have TR3 coming up. We have Cimarron 615, JD
What
Leonard.
Are there country?
Yeah,
Okay.
Cimarron. That's going to be a country show.
So it's not just one general specific. You're not just doing tribute bands. You're doing
No.
everything. Like you mentioned, the comedy show, the comedy bingo.
Yeah,
and,
we're trying to
like
stick
variety
to like
stuff.
a percentage of like 30% of tribute
Now that
bands.
Summer's coming. Are you going to be doing the yacht rock?
Yeah, I know, because all the townships, they buy up the good talent, so we're gonna have to get creative with bingo
There you go.
and stuff like that. We're gonna do tons of movies over the summer too, and
You got
yeah,
the huge screen, so you saw the picture of the screen. So I was here for, I think I saw Jaws here.
Jaws, yep.
Yeah, a couple years ago when you guys opened the theater back up after the pandemic, the dreadful pandemic. Now, do you do the any Broadway, or do you do plays or musicals here?
not at the moment. No, we don't do
Not
any
live on
musicals.
stage?
I mean,
Yeah.
from my experience, I just backstage, and as far as accommodations, it's easier just to have comedians live, the national touring acts that come through and things like that. We could conceivably have like a touring company of a Broadway show come in and do that. But again, it is also hard because we are constrained to the amount of seats that we can fill.
Yeah.
So it's just sometimes hard to justify
How
the
big is
cost.
the theater?
261 seats.
But that's not including the handicap.
Yeah, we also have some spaces that are available for folks who are sitting in their wheelchair that want to enjoy the concert. They can roll right into that spot, and they have a companion seat next to them for whoever might be attending with them.
So as you can see, they've got a full schedule, even though most theaters, and I'm sure you're not unlike the same thing, the season is pretty much over, or almost, it's coming. to a
Yeah,
close.
we're booked up to like June-ish, and
Yeah.
then we start up in September again.
But see, he's got a full schedule. You got a full roster. Go onto the website, check them out. I'm sure Ben and his crew have something for everybody, so make sure that you come check them out. So, and this is obviously on Long Island Sound's YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. And you have any parting words?
No, thank you so much, everybody, for watching, taking the time to. I know you did not have to, but you chose to anyway, so thank you so much, and welcome to the Long Island Sounds podcast.
Yep, and we
Take
will
care.
see you soon. Take care.